So my coach used to quote Larry Bird saying, if you give 100% all the time, somehow it will always work out in the end. Larry Bird is not known for his inspirational speaking, but his time on the basketball court. But his theory on giving 100% all the time was something that stood out to my coach. And she quoted him multiple times to motivate us to be our best on the court and in our personal lives. So Coach Casey Lewis, is a mom, a friend, a wife, and one of the biggest supporters and role models in my life. She's been very influential on the team, the players, and the program. So based on my experience for playing for her for 3 years out of my 4 years of high school, I personally have experienced how to be a leader, how to be responsible, and the importance of communication, commitment, and dedication. So, leadership is something that is not a born given trait, but to be a good leader, you have to practice. And she put me in certain situations where I learned how to be a leader. She allowed me to be varsity captain for 2 years, as well as being her go-to girl, where if a player needed to come to a fellow teammate rather than a coach. This allowed me to be a calm and confident leader, where I was put in make or break situations and I had to adapt to that pressure. She did this by having full ability in me and never doubting me and letting me be the best person I could be even when I was having a bad day. So we all know the saying, with great power brings great responsibility. And she taught me how to be a responsible student athlete for my future days of life. So being responsible is something she taught by letting me lead the prayer and giving the jerseys out before every single game. And this allowed me to be a planner, how to plan to communicate to each player, as well as planning out our team and how we are going to play for each game. So teaching me the responsibility, I learned that the importance of being all and doing all for my team is something that I appreciate. So she pushes the thing of being committed and dedication to all of her players, no matter who you are. And she did this by proving that, yes, loving a sport is part of it, but not giving your 100% is not acceptable. So she did this by having in drills, we had to go to 21 or 31, not just 20 or 20 reps, because that extra rep was really proving to ourselves that we wanted it. Being fully committed is something that she also taught, because not giving your 100% is not acceptable because someone else is giving their best effort and they're not playing. This was taught in drills by having the punishment due to all players, not just one player, even if it was just one player's fault. So in conclusion, Casey Lewis has been a good role model, a great coach for me for all 3 years of high school, and I appreciate all the time and effort she's put into me. She's taught me so many things, like how to be a leader, how to be responsible, and how it is important to do your best no matter what. So she is always quoted as saying, "You're only good as your weakest link." She's 100% right, because this sport is about communication and accountability, and it taught me how to be a responsible leader, not just for my teammates, but for myself. The hours of practice and time in the gym all meant it, because I devote all my time and the player and person I am today all to her.